What's up, y'all? It's your girl Steph G, and I'm out here with all hip hop. Stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? It's your man Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw, here at One World Studios, right in downtown Manhattan. And we are here with one and only Steph G in the building. What's up?
What's up, y'all? Steph G in the building.
So Steph G, I met her in LA. She pulled up to All Hip Hop's Grammy party, and I was like,
It was a movie.
Yeah. It was definitely a movie. I gotta say, you added to the party and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that was our first party since the pandemic, like, you know what
Really?
I'm saying? Yeah.
That's impressive. Like with the turnout for
Yeah.
the first part, it looked like everybody was dying to come.
Everybody
That's
was,
what it seemed like.
when I walked outside, I seen a line going that way, a line going that way.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me stay inside because I can't go outside out in this no more.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get down to it. You've been bubbling for a minute now. First things first, I wanted to ask you, like, what kind of artist you get kind of classified as drill, but do you classify yourself like that?
No.
Okay.
I feel like every time I be arguing, like I'm not just a drill rapper.
Right.
Like, yes, I do drill, but I do other things too.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard. Like people always gonna try to like box you in.
Right.
So it's really up to you to just show them.
Right.
There's other stuff that you do too.
Yeah. When I first started hearing you, even as in drill, I was like, all drill is not created equal. Because I was like, honestly, like, I don't always rock with all drill, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But when I hear you spit, I'm like, okay, she can spit. Like, she can really spit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to like, I always say I try to like decorate the drill.
Okay.
So I
okay.
try to make it a little bit different than the usual sound. Shout out to, the normal drill sound, but I feel like, I'm also Spanish, so I try to incorporate a little Spanish, make it a little bit more different,
Right.
and, just play with it more
Yeah,
than what you
right.
usually hear on drill.
Right, got you. So that's what it is. Okay. So speaking of that, you Spanish, Dominican.
Yeah, Dominican.
Dominican.
Yeah.
Now, Dominican people and black people, it's always a weird conversation.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you classify yourself? Is it just Dominican, or is it like?
Nah, we black.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
where I'm
don't-
going with it.
Yeah,
basically.
because like if you go back to history,
Yeah.
we're black.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So
okay.
yeah, when people be like, "What are you?" That's what I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you this industry is kind of crazy. Like the women have taken over pretty much. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? All the biggest names, more or less, are women.
Yeah.
Especially the ones we
Going
like,
crazy.
right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we don't like, some of these people. You don't like them. Like they might be up top, but you don't really like them as people, right? But it seems like all the
Yeah.
women, we like them, and they are talented too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like being relatable and
Mhm.
having a good personality has a lot to do, especially nowadays. I feel like it's not just about music.
Right.
I feel like you also have to, the people have to love you.
Yeah,
If the
yeah.
people love you, then they're gonna listen and support
Yeah.
regardless. So that's
Yeah.
why I feel like when a lot of people come out and they have nasty attitudes or
Mhm.
they treat people, different because of their status, I feel like that's whack because you're not making yourself lovable.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And I think now it's crazy because I'm not naming any names, but we're seeing how people are getting back at people. They're not saying nothing but stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say without saying names. but
Yeah.
I'll just say that the industry gets you back later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta move with grace.
Yeah,
No matter
yeah.
what you do, just move with grace and just be yourself.
Yeah. So where do you fit in? Like, seeing the landscape. Obviously talented, obviously beautiful, obviously, even dancing and things like that. You kind of seem like I was like, how many threats is she? I was like, I
got a
stopped at
couple
4.
threats.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm not going to quintuple threats or whatever.
Yeah.
But where do you see yourself in the landscape of things right now?
So I feel like I'm definitely trying to be like, I'm trying to be big. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, there's a lot of people that they're content, like, oh, my city loves me, United
Yeah.
States love me, but I'm trying to be like international. I'm trying to be a superstar. That's why I'm trying to make sure like I'm getting my dancing skills up. I'm
Right.
getting my stamina up. Make sure my looks every day. Work on my looks. Work on my craft. Because
Yeah.
to be a superstar, I feel like you really do have to have it all.
Yes.
You could be a superstar without doing certain things, but it's easier when
Right.
you have all the credentials. And
Yeah, you can't just bar it up and be a superstar. Like,
no,
right.
that's another problem that I see too. Like there are a lot of girls, they're super nice with the
Yeah.
bars,
Right.
but some of them can't make a song.
Right.
And that's a
fact.
problem too. And then you got people that can make songs, but don't really have the fan base because they don't rap as good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard trying to find like that.
Yeah, and not for nothing, you know, that Dominican, Latino, Latinx, whatever vibe is really marketable now.
Yeah.
You know, like Bad Bunny is the biggest
Yeah, he's
streaming
the biggest artist right now
on the planet. For
Crazy.
3 years, too. For 3 straight years.
He got it on lock.
On lock.
Yeah.
And that's why even 50 Cent was like, yo, y'all not going to put his language, y'all going to like blot out his caption when he started speaking Spanish. They said,
yeah, something happened in the
foreign
awards.
language or whatever.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Instead of translating it. Like, this
Yeah.
is literally the biggest star in the world right now.
It should have been translated.
Absolutely. And
For
I
a
respect
fact.
him for speaking the language too. Like, speak to your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's being himself.
Exactly.
That's why people love him, because he's
Yeah.
still representing these awards. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's
And then on top of that, you know, so he came up through the ranks kind of through like the Latin Grammys and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Grammys was like, all right, yeah, now come over here now. And
yeah,
then
you got to work your way up. That's how it works.
yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So what's your creative process like, you know?
So writing wise, I definitely have to be in my zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a weed smoker, but
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask.
yeah,
What's
I
that
was gonna
mean?
say I'm not a weed smoker, but I do have like my little pen, like my little oil pen.
Okay.
I'll take a couple of pulls, and that's
Okay.
like my best writing process.
Okay.
Cause I'm in my zone. Like I'm thinking of shit that I never thought that I would think about.
Right.
But the studio, I
Mhm.
have to have liquor. I have
Okay.
to have my hookah.
Okay.
I don't really smoke in the studio because I feel like I need to be on point.
Right. Okay. Now, who's in the room when you're
Most sessions is my manager and the engineer.
okay?
Most sessions, but I do have sessions where it turns into a party.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't mind. Like there's people that can't work with other people around, but I don't care. Especially if I'm doing like turn up music. I don't mind my team there.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. You should you should come to One World. One World is
Yeah, no,
it's
it
a vibe.
looks lit.
Yeah, definitely. It's a vibe. We have I say we have a lot of fun here. Definitely. Yeah. Shout out to
It
Wanda.
looks like a vibe though.
Yeah, no, definitely. You show a lot of versatility in your music. What stopped you from sort of getting stuck in one place? Like, what is it? Is it like a calculated move, or is it like, no, I enjoy this? You know, some people is like, yo, I got to do a dance song, or I got to do a sad song, or you know, like Cardi B was like, yeah, this is my Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares song.
Yeah, I feel like I go through waves. Like there's times where I do calculate my drops and I'm like, all right, this is what the people want to hear, or maybe it's time to give them this. Because I feel like you still have to have some type of strategy.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but right now, since I dropped my tape and, you know, I'm dropping visuals to my tape, right now is my experimental time. So now I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to test things. I'm going to put them out there and see what people like. People, like, I put my tape out. You know, if you really want to listen to what I really do, you could go to my tape. Like a G, it's out everywhere.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm just going with the flow, to be honest.
Yeah. Who inspires you?
I have so many inspirations, but definitely from younger, I would say like with my creativity, like Missy Elliott.
Okay.
I was a big Aaliyah fan. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Drake too. Drake is like that's like my dream feature.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna put that in the universe.
It's
Drake
definitely
feature.
my dream feature. Of course, Nicki. Like Nicki was a big inspiration to me, and Cardi too, because Cardi, we came from like the same. She was a stripper. I was a bartender in the strip clubs.
Okay.
So it was inspiring to see somebody that I worked with
Right.
making it like that. So
you was in the same club?
yes.
What? It's Cardi? Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was like, oh, that's dope.
Now I heard the bartenders were bigger than the strippers.
Yeah.
How
It's
does
like that in
work?
New York.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, I haven't been in the game, so
Right.
I can't really speak up too much about
back-
it
I
right now.
mean,
But
when
back
you
then,
were-
it's like the same thing. And yeah, it was definitely like that. It was a lot of beef going on because, you know, you sit at the bar, the girls look just like the strippers. just probably just a little bit more covered up. We still was dancing. We still was getting money. So if the money flew a little too on her side, then they'll start an argument. It was a lot. It was a lot.
You ain't have no problem with Cardi, did you?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't work with her like every day, but I saw her like probably like 3 times.
That's crazy. That's small world.
It's crazy.
So we should put a Cardi feature out there too, cause
definitely.
Yeah, that immediately.
I slid in her DM a couple of times. I'll be like, one day me and we gonna go crazy.
Did she reply?
Nah.
She didn't reply. Okay.
Nah.
I actually interviewed Cardi, like she was still a reality star, but just started doing music, and I was like, man, I should have got closer to her.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
That's why I be telling everybody, you gotta be careful how you treat people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but we treated her good, so we still can. If we get the minute or two, we'll definitely holler at her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
So if you could go back in time, who would you? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a 2-part question. If you could go back in time, what era would you pop in hip hop? If not your time now, like.
I feel like now.
Now?
I would say the only reason why I would go back is because I feel like with labels it's very different now. Like they want you to do the work. And then when they see you lit, they're like, all right, let's go. Like we're gonna help you now.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that, but I feel like more like back then they were able to like grow with you and they help you from the bottom. Like if they saw potential in you, I feel like it was easier. So I feel like probably that era, like when Nicki was there, wasn't a lot of women too.
Got you.
You know what I mean? It wasn't that much competition. Now the competition is crazy.
It's crazy. How will you separate yourself, do you think?
I would separate myself. I feel like because like I said, I tried, like for example, like the drill beat. I'll take the same beat you took, but I'm gonna make sure that I do something different with it. So I feel like that's where I kind of stand out. Like a lot of people told me that the Spanish drill, that's what made me stand out from everybody.
Yeah, right.
Because the way I was doing it, and also my videos. Like I always try to get really creative with my videos. Yeah. So they know I'm known for that.
Got you. If you could be another artist, who would you be? From the past though, not
recently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to still give it to Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Because she just looked like she was having so much fun with her videos, and her creativity was crazy. Like, it just looked like fun, and I'm all about vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I like to have a good time even when it has to do with work.
Yeah. Shout out to Missy, though. I give Missy a lot of credit because, for one, she was creative. She would do whatever. Like, she trash bags and
scared.
Just blow it up. Yeah, she wasn't scared.
And then she was one of the first people to do ad-libs too.
Yeah, that's.
She wasn't scared. Like she was doing what she wanted to do, and it was fire. So
she's
different.
Definitely, and she's on point as far as the dancing and the entertainment part of it. She's a writer. Started out as a writer, so that's.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, it would be between her and Beyonce. I don't know how I'd be leaving Beyonce out. Like, she was really like a huge part because I was a dancer. So I always be like, yo, like when I get older, I want to dance for Beyonce. Like that was my goal. It wasn't even being an artist. It was dancing for Beyonce. Yeah. So I feel like them both, they go neck to neck.
Yeah, Beyonce's the probably #1 artist since like Michael Jackson or something.
Like, she's like a Michael Jackson. Yeah. Like it's an icon. Like.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you what are you working on now? What do you got your tape out? I'm
still pushing my tape, but I feel like it's time to bring out some new vibes. I'm gonna put out a couple of freestyles. I feel like you gotta always be consistent. You gotta stay in people's faces.
Yeah.
So I'm putting out a couple of freestyles, and I'm still working. Like I'm still doing visuals. I never stop working, to be honest. Just collecting a catalog.
Talk about going viral with Chop Chi. Like, what was that vibe? Like, because that was such a New York record.
That was a New York record. Yeah. So people in the comments, they was like, nah, this is too New York for me.
Too New York.
And then if you see the video is mad New York. So Chop Cheese, it was one of those, man, it was just one of those videos and songs that it just did well organically. Like we literally put it out as a freestyle. We didn't even put it out as a single, but it did that good, and people was asking for it that eventually it became a single because the people just loved it. They started calling me the Chop Cheese girl. Right.
That's crazy. Now you from Brownsville. Now let me keep it real. Like I go back to the old era, where like MOP. Do you know who MOP is?
The name sounds familiar,
Oh
but
man, she
yeah,
don't know who MOP is.
yeah, no, but the name sounds
MOP
familiar.
is the Mash Out Posse, and
Yeah,
they were known to put them Tims down.
yeah, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
fall
Get
down
crazy,
around there.
get
Yeah,
crazy.
don't fall
Nah,
down is
yeah.
basically what it is.
Yeah.
But so for you, what was Brownsville like growing up there?
Brownsville, I love being from Brownsville because I feel like it made me tough. Like it gave me tough skin. It gave me, like I don't know. I love being from Brownsville. I
Yeah.
feel like it made me who I am today. Like
Yeah.
don't
So
play
wait,
with me.
let me back up. Let me back up. You heard of Annie Up though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Annie Up. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
MOP
Yeah.
with Remy on it.
Yeah,
Remy
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Remy
yeah,
and
yeah,
Buster.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the name.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. I just wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
No, because
course.
this is like 50 years of hip hop. So and that's not that long really, but the longer the time span,
Yeah.
we start like forgetting some of those joints. So we got to
Yeah.
keep you tapped in because
Nah, yeah,
Brownsville
definitely.
has a legacy in hip hop, so
Yeah,
and
shout out to Brownsville.
yeah. Nah, but Brownsville,
I had guys be like, I'm not coming to Brownsville.
yeah,
to see
basically, that's basically what I'm trying
they
to
be
say.
like, I'm not coming.
Right.
I mean, I
Right.
understand why people feel that way, but I feel like people made it like they exaggerated it. Like they made
okay.
it seem like there was a shootout every
Right.
20 minutes in
Right.
Brownsville. It wasn't like that.
Yeah. The reputation.
Yeah, it's just
got
like
ahead of it.
once somebody says something, they take it and they run with it.
Yeah.
Brownsville could be a beautiful place sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to all the artists from Brownsville,
Yes.
including yourself. So when you when you write, like who's a typical fan of yours? Like who, when somebody writes, usually they like, all right, this is for this girl who's growing up, or this guy who's trying to make it. Like who's your audience?
So I feel like my writing kind of changed since when I first started. When I first started, I felt like I was just going through a more angry stage. So I was talking more like I was just talking hot when I first came out. And I feel like now I understand my audience a little bit better. So now I write for the ladies.
Yeah.
I write for like the get money girls. I write for the girls like that get money. They're bad, but they still have feelings. That's when I throw in a little jab of like R&B to be like, all right, yeah, I still talk hot, but I still have feelings too.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
I just feel like I just want to be a little bit more relatable with my music, and that's like my writing process now.
Yeah. What did you say in that one song? You said, "But I'm not a hoe." Something.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, so Pretty and Nasty. I could explain that. That's like the perfect song. So that song basically is talking about a girl, like she's pretty and she's nasty, but she's not a hoe. Like she gets pretty and she gets nasty for her man.
Right. Gotcha.
Like she got him doing all this crazy stuff, but you can't call her a hoe because she's just getting nasty for her man.
Right.
So I still want to put that aspect there. Like you don't have to be a hoe. You could, just be a hoe with your man.
Is hoe I thought hoe was in style now. Like I thought that was like
it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
It's okay to be a hoe nowadays.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, when did that happen? Why is that the way it is? Like I for lack of a better thing, don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like I told you earlier, I feel like you just gotta stay true to who you are. If you don't have to necessarily be a hoe. You could just probably like to have fun or whatever. But people call you a hoe, so you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it or whatever. But me, that's like, that's not me. Like I do whole shit for my man, so that's why I write the way I write. I feel like just be true.
So if somebody calls you a hoe, you ain't.
I know I'm not a hoe, so it wouldn't even bother me.
Okay. So do you have a man? That's the other question.
Nah.
You don't have a man? Oh,
No.
I thought you were gonna say you did.
Nah, I don't have a man.
So the other question is, do you want one?
Not right now.
No. Why?
I feel like it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I really I'm so like tapped in and I'm so focused. Like I want it that bad that I just feel like right now I don't got time to be back and forth and with the arguing, and then I have to miss this because I'm heartbroken over you. You know what I mean? Like I don't have time for that right now. I'm really focused. So maybe in the future.
Yeah. So what? So look, as a dude, like I look at Instagram, of course, right? And it's like every girl, every other girl looks like they're looking for a man, but it's not your regular dude. It's got to be a ball player or a rapper or a.
The standards are crazy now.
Yeah, what happened?
They're crazy. I feel like I blame social media.
Mm.
Honestly, because everybody's talking about, oh no, ladies, like if he can't do this, if he can't do that, then he should. So it's like, you know, it engraves in you. Like, you know what? She right.
Right.
And I feel like it keeps engraving in our heads throughout time. So I've definitely blamed social media for the standards, both parties, like women and men.
Right.
Because now men, they want a girl that looks a certain way, a girl that cooks, a girl that cleans, a girl that has a fat ass, a girl that, you know what I mean? Like the standards are just crazy.
Standards are crazy. So let me. Okay, so I wouldn't normally ask this question, but I saw another interview you did, and it talked about enhancements. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So, did you feel pressure to get work done?
All right, so I was, like I told you, I was working in the strip club. So I got hired with my regular body. Like, I didn't have my body done or anything. But, you know, I was a pretty girl, so they still hired me. But I was a bottle girl. So I noticed that the bartenders looked a certain way.
Okay.
And I wanted the bartender position because they made more money.
Right.
So I honestly, I wouldn't say pressure. I also wanted to look good. But I felt like, all right, if I want more money, I looked at it as an investment.
Okay.
I was like, if I want to make more money, this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
So that's how it was for me.
So you pay for it yourself?
Yeah,
really?
I got my taxes.
What?
Because I just started like the strip club, so I waited on my taxes. I went and got my body done, and I came back and I was a bartender, and then I got lit.
You're a true independent woman then.
Yeah.
Because I know most people get it.
Yeah, no, that was when I was in my independent days too. But don't get it twisted. Like I would want somebody to pay for it too.
Right, no doubt. So some of these girls, right? Some of these women are gonna stay single forever because their standards is like. Up here, it's gonna be like 25. Because when you're 25, you might get the old dude, right? But you don't really want to be with the old.
You just doing it for your
right.
Yeah.
And so then by the time you 30, you know what I mean? And then you start busting down 40. I don't know. I'm not sure what my question is, but I just feel like we're screwed. I just feel like relationships.
The older you get, the more you want.
Right.
Then the less you tolerate.
Right. Yeah.
That's the problem. Like a 40-year-old woman, she knows what she wants. She knows she already been through heartbreaks. She's not letting nobody get away with anything. Yeah. So it gets harder as you get older.
The standards are different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like the young women are the standards are high too.
No,
so
yeah.
If you're 25, you can't most dudes cannot.
But I feel like when you younger, you have more of a mentality like whatever, I got time. So and I feel like you'll tolerate probably a little bit more just because you're getting those benefits that you wanted.
Right.
But I feel like the older you get, you're like, fuck the benefits.
Yeah.
If you're not treating me the way you're supposed to be treating me, I don't want to be with you.
Yeah. Right.
So I feel like that's probably like the main difference.
Yeah. Okay. So who else can we get you working with? So Drake's on the wish list. We got
definitely Cardi too.
Cardi.
Of course, Nicki. I need both features. I don't care.
Get you with Nicki because Nicki seems like she's open to the collabs. With
she's been doing a lot of collabs lately.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
And she's on fire right now. Nicki is, man. Listen, they won't give her credit.
Yeah,
they're not giving her credit. We can just say that.
Of course not.
Yeah,
but you know that's the industry.
Yeah. Yes. But she's doing it on her own terms, which is what I like.
Yeah. I mean, she's Nicki. She could do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now you had a record with, was it Fabio?
Rowdy
Rebel. Right. How was it working with him?
It was cool.
Yeah.
He was in the studio. We vibed. He got the verse done. He got a tattoo in the studio session. Yeah, I was like, all right. But it was cool. You know, we did the video. It was a vibe.
Yeah. When you travel, like, do you tour now? Are you doing spot dates? Like,
I had a time that I was doing a lot of shows, but I kind of fell back from shows or whatever because I was like, you know what? I feel like right now I should just really be focusing on my craft, working on getting better. When I'm ready, then I'm gonna come back and do a couple of shows. I still do certain shows here and there. It just gotta make sense. I can't do everything anymore.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel.
Now Drake flew Ice Spice out, and it didn't go the way it was supposed to go. So if he flies you out, how's it gonna happen? Like, are you gonna take that flight, or are you gonna like? What do you think now about that?
I feel like certain things have to be spoken beforehand. Like I definitely would be like, hey, listen, like you're so dope. Like, I'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely probably act like not a fan, but I'll definitely give him his respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll definitely give the vibe where I'm going there to work.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
Like, I'm going to give you that vibe. I'm not going to lead you on, having you think some next shit's going to happen like that. I feel like everything has to be spoken about beforehand.
Right. Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. So, in the grand scheme of things, again, like hip hop's 50 now, and like everybody, at least in my group, is like, where are we now? Where we, we're looking back, we're looking forward, we're looking like right now too. So in your legacy, like, where do you want to end up? I know you said you want to be a big star and everything, but what would be your crowning achievement, would you say?
That's a good question. I just wanna leave a mark. Like, wherever, when you mentioned Steph G, like, oh no, she was an icon. Like, I want it to be where even my kids, grandchildren, and like generation, like, you still hear Steph G music, like classics.
Right.
That's
right.
the word. Like, I want to be a classic.
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this, I know that we're in a era of music where you gotta crank it out. You do one song, and then next month you gotta do another song. But I would say, cook some of them joints and let them cook, market those records, because some of the joints that we just heard, I was like, yo,
It's so many potentials. I feel. So with me, what I like to do is definitely I pick one single,
right,
and that's the one I'm gonna push the most.
yeah,
But in between, since I know how the industry is right now, like, they look at you like, if you working, if you're constantly dropping, like, oh, she's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's how it is. So you still have to stay in people's faces.
True.
So what I do is, like, I just drop freestyles in between.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like, these are just for people to see me, people to hear me, people to see, what I'm coming with.
Yeah.
But I'm still pushing that one record.
Got it.
If that
Okay.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Do you want to sign to a label?
Right now, not as of yet. Maybe in the future, if
Has
it's
anybody hit you up? Like,
yeah, there's a couple people that hit me up, but it's not like what we want.
Out for the
we waiting.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Got you. So one thing that we ask any and everybody that we interview, and we started this at All Hip Hop, we try to get your top 5 dead or alive, your favorites, your, tend to be your influences, who you like the most.
Top 5. Alive.
You mentioned some names.
Yeah, I
so
did.
we already mentioned Missy.
Yeah,
right? So
Missy.
we already said Missy. And it doesn't have to be rappers, but it always leans into rap.
Definitely Missy. I would say Nicki, Drake. It could be even from like this era.
Any
like
era.
now. All right. So Nicki. I would say Drake, Missy. I really like Lotto.
Lotto. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's dope. I definitely want to collab with her as well. And I will have to say it's between Lil Baby and Moneybagg.
Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah, I love their music.
Yeah. What? That's interesting. Okay, so tell me, what is it about those two that you like so much?
I don't know. I feel like I'm very big on listening music.
Okay.
Like, I feel like they give music that I could be in my car, especially Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in my car and I'm like, damn, like this bump. Like, I like to listen. Like, I want to hear your words or whatever. And I feel like they do really good at delivering that type of music.
Yeah.
And it's just a vibe. Like, their music is a vibe.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I would say that. And then that, of course, Aaliyah, Pop Smoke. Who else?
Pop Smoke.
Yeah. Biggie, of course. Tupac. Can't forget them. Yeah, those are my main people.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Any final words for the folks out here?
Yeah, just thank you for having me. Y'all know where to find me. Steph G.
You know what?
You got another question?
Wait. I got one more question. So you recently did New York Fashion Week. You did a fashion show. How was that? How was that experience?
That was great. Like, honestly, I just felt grateful to be in that room because I'm just like, all right, like, I'm leveling up. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm in different rooms. So it was definitely an experience. I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but I'm Steph G. Like, I'm gonna get it done regardless.
That's
so it looked like, I got a lot of positive feedback. So it went really well.
That's crazy. And I was supposed to be there, but
why you ain't come?
It was on my birthday. And it was the Super Bowl.
It was Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, come on, Dennis. I can't make this one.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. A lot of people that I wanted to be there couldn't make it because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
people go crazy with that.
Of course, and the Eagles
Yeah,
were in it. That's my team, so
yeah,
I couldn't make
I get
that.
it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Any final words? Any final words? Any?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just y'all know where to find me. Steph G on Instagram. Make sure y'all tune into my mixtape Like a G and just stay tuned. There's a lot happening this year.
Steph G
Going
like a
up.
G. That's what's up. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right.